The real story beneath the ice. Greenland. The world's largest island. Covered in ice, silent, remote, and to most people, it seems insignificant. But when you look closely at world history, you see that Greenland is actually a land that superpowers have never taken their eyes off. And in the center of this interest in recent years, one name keeps coming up again and again. Donald J. Trump. In 2019, a sentence that came out of Trump's mouth became a laughingstock in the world press. America should buy Greenland. Many people thought it was a joke. Some thought Trump was just trying to create headlines again. But the truth was much deeper. Because this story didn't start with Trump. And it won't end with Trump either. Greenland is technically an autonomous territory under the Kingdom of Denmark. Its population is only around 56,000. 80% of its surface is covered in ice. But here's where the critical point begins. Beneath Greenland lie rare earth elements, uranium, iron, gold, oil and natural gas, and the strategic minerals of the future. And as the ice melts due to climate change, these resources are becoming accessible. But what makes Greenland valuable isn't just what's underground. Greenland is right in the middle between North America and Europe, a key point in the Arctic Ocean, one of the closest regions to Russia's military lines in the North Pole. In other words, Greenland is not an island. It is a control point. Long before Trump, in 1867, the US State Department first brought up the idea of buying Greenland. That same year, the US bought Alaska from Russia. The logic was this: whoever controls the North controls the future. During World War II, when Denmark was occupied by Nazi Germany, the US sent troops to Greenland. And ever since then, the US has military bases in Greenland, radar systems, missile early warning systems. The most important, Thule Air Base. This base is one of the first points to detect potential nuclear attacks coming from Russia. So for the US, Greenland is not an allied territory, a defense line. The year is 2019. Donald Trump is in the presidential chair. And the US, China, Russia competition has approached Cold War levels. Behind closed doors, Trump asks, why does Denmark still own Greenland? And then comes the shocking statement that surprises the world. We want to buy Greenland. The Danish Prime Minister responds to this offer with one sentence: Greenland is not for sale. Trump's reaction is very harsh. He cancels his Denmark visit, openly criticizes Denmark, doesn't drop the topic. So why? Because for Trump, this wasn't just a land issue. Trump is not a classic politician. He is a real estate developer, a businessman. He looks at the world this way. Where is the value increasing? Where is it cheap? Where will be worth gold in the future? And Greenland fit all these criteria. Low population, abundant resources, perfect strategic location, value increasing with climate change. China and Russia are interested. In Trump's mind, it was a simple calculation. If we can buy it, why not? But there was one more detail here. Trump's Greenland statement was actually a panic reflex. Because China wanted to make mining investments in Greenland. Russia was militarizing the Arctic region. New sea trade routes were opening as the ice melted. So the issue wasn't Greenland. It was the Arctic War. Trump saw this very clearly. Greenland will either be under our control or under our rivals. And according to Trump, the cleanest solution, buy it. The interesting part is this. The people of Greenland are not fully satisfied with Denmark. Many Greenlanders want more autonomy, even want independence. But joining the US? Very few are warm to that idea. Because Greenlanders know this. If the US comes, it won't just bring bases. Culture will come too. Pressure will come too. Trump saw that too. That's why in the following years, the rhetoric changed. Instead of buying, economic cooperation, investment, security partnership. But the goal didn't change. Trump lost the presidency. But the Greenland issue didn't close. The US opened a consulate in Greenland, increased investments, strengthened its military presence. Because now everyone knows Trump was just the first leader to say it out loud. This story shows us this. Greenland is not an island, is not an ice chunk, is not a joke at all. This is the future's energy, trade, and battlefield. And Trump's words, "I want Greenland," are actually not a gaffe? Do you think Greenland will be sold? Share in the comments. Subscribe for more history stories. See you on the dusty roads of history.